Okay, class. So what I want to talk to you in this video about is what if you couldn't find information on the databases about your topic? Well, it makes it a little more complicated because the database articles are, you know that they're reliable sources. And what a reliable source means is information that you know came from someone who knows what they're talking about instead of just some random person writing about what they think or feel in their own opinion. A database article would have a reliable source that has an expert writing about that topic. So it becomes a little more difficult if you're just doing a Google search about your topic for your PSA, because it's difficult to kind of tell whether something is a reliable source or not. Everything on the databases are a reliable source, but not everything on a Google search is a reliable source. So, for example, let's say that we want to look up dangers of social media. Okay, so I have a bunch of things that come up here on my Google search. And one easy tip to figure out if something is reliable or not is to look at a couple things when you do the research. You can look at the name of the website right here. It says internetsafety101.org. Usually if something's .org or .edu, it's usually very reliable. When something's .com, it's possible that it's reliable, but sometimes it's not, so you have to be more careful. So we know that internetsafety.org is reliable, so that's going to be a reliable source for us. This one we're not sure. It says .com, so it says 5 dangers of social media to discuss with your kids. This seems to me kind of like maybe a magazine article type of thing, or some kind of like an opinion. Yeah, it looks like kind of more of an opinion-based article here, because it says top 5 reasons. Usually top 5 or top 10 lists type of things, as much as I like those, they typically tend to be more of someone's opinion on something. Let's keep looking. This says relevantmagazine.com. That might be relevant. It also says 8 dangers of social media, so possibly that might be reliable. Another thing that you want to look at is if it's a newspaper article or like a popular TV station like CNN, usually those are very reliable sources. So for example, this one says news.nationalpost.com. This is probably a reliable source because it's a news station. I hope that gives you kind of a better idea of how to tell. When you're actually looking at an article, you want to make sure that it seems like it's got reliable, factual information and isn't something that's made up. A good thing to tell if something is not coming from a reliable source is if when you read it there's a lot of spelling mistakes or punctuation mistakes. That tells you that someone probably who's not an expert wrote it. I hope that kind of gives you a better idea. If you have any other questions about a specific article that you find, whether it's reliable or not, call me over and I'll be happy to help you and your team. Bye!